back to our Tuesday talks. Last week we were off, and so I hope that you guys all had an amazing Thanksgiving. I had a great Thanksgiving. Had some my mother, and we spent time with Eric's mom, my husband's mom, and with the family, and it was really relaxing. But I'm still in recovery mode from eating like nonstop, so I'm still like trying to.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so
How was
tired
yours?
too. We had a really good Thanksgiving, but I have so much family here, so I had like three houses to go to, a lot of food to eat. The kids were off of school. We were running around, and so yeah, I'm still exhausted from everything. But it was great.
Have you
I love
seen that?
family time.
Yeah, me too. Because at first I'm like, man, Thanksgiving, like, I just want like one more thing to do, but it kind of forces you to spend time with family, which I
Yeah.
appreciate. Um, but have you seen that video? I think uh, the account is like CS Punch or whatever, and she's like talking about millennials having to cook for Thanksgiving now because now that we're all like getting older, and
Oh
they're
yeah.
she's like me, little old me. I just usually show up.
So
Did
it's
you have to
funny.
cook?
Yeah, so since I don't know, I guess like the past couple years I host Thanksgiving at my house
Mm.
normally. And this year my mom ended up doing it, and I'm not really 100% sure why, but it could have something to do with the fact that the person who's hosting is supposed to cook the turkey, and last year I accidentally forgot to turn the oven on. So
So you guys didn't have a turkey last year?
well, we did have it. My uncle had to go home and get his deep fryer, and then
Oh,
he
wow.
came and deep fried the turkey. But I got up early, seasoned it, like got it all ready, put it in the oven, and I swear I turned it on. So what I think I did was turn it off when I put the timer on. But then I went and
Oh.
cleaned all day, and I was running around doing all sorts of stuff, and my grandma comes in and she's like, "I thought you were cooking the turkey." Like, I am. I was like, "It's been in the oven all day." And she's like, "Well, I don't smell anything." And we opened it and it was raw.
Oh, no.
Classic. So maybe that's good because now I didn't have to host.
They're like, "You're fired."
I just got to show up.
Yeah. My mom I ever since I got pregnant with my son, I cannot stand the smell of turkey. I mean, it used to make me throw up when I was pregnant, but now I'm like, I
Really?
do not like turkey.
I love
I like
turkey.
Puerto Rican turkey,
What's
but
that?
oh my gosh, it's the way that it's so juicy. They put all these flavors and seasonings, and it doesn't
Mm.
taste like turkey at
I
all.
want Puerto Rican turkey.
It's good. You could try it.
Sounds good.
But hopefully everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. Um, so anywho, today we're gonna go over King's Deer, which is one of my favorite neighborhoods. Anything really in where there's trees and mountains, West Side Monument, I just love.
Same.
Um, so thank you for coming today. Thank you for watching. Um, we do this every Tuesday. We are live on LinkedIn and YouTube. And so if you have any questions, please put those in the chat so we can answer them right away. Um, we help, most of my clients are relocation buyers and sellers, usually military. So we both have a ton of experience helping buyers and sellers alike relocate and leave Colorado Springs. So most of the clients that I've had recently are they're usually just relocating for military. But we can help anybody. We've been here for a very long time.
For a very long time. Our whole lives. We're one of
Yes.
the few natives left. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't born here, so I don't know if that counts.
Oh, okay. Well, I am. I'm a native. Real quick though, I just wanted to do a little market update. So rates are still, you're looking probably in the sixes. They haven't fallen down a tremendous amount. I when I looked this morning, there it looked like they're in like more like the low sixes though. So that was good. And then I wanted to bring up this really interesting video that I saw yesterday, which would probably might be something good for all of our relocation clients. They're saying there's like 7 states in the United States that has they have too much inventory. So they're anticipating that the purchase prices are going to go down in those states, which I found to be interesting because everything else that we've ever heard and read was that the demand was still there, so they're still not going to fall. But Colorado was on that list. What do you think about that? Do you feel like it's
Yeah,
where we have too much inventory?
he said that we were overvalued,
Mm-hmm.
which from the pandemic, like a lot of houses shot up in price, like
Yeah.
overvalued, but the value is really what the buyer's willing to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's kind of relative depending on what side of the fence you're on.
Yeah.
Because people are still paying those high prices. That prices have come down quite a bit, but they're still really high. And what I'm noticing, and I just did a video about this, is that the sellers, they don't want to reduce their prices, so they're willing to take the house back off the market. So unless they
Mm-hmm.
absolutely have to sell, they're not selling, and they're not budging.
So they'll just
And
rent.
what's that?
So they're just going to rent the house out
Yeah,
or
some will,
stay.
yeah, rent, keep it on the market, leave it vacant, because some of these monthly payments, I read a statistic. It was like 70% of homeowners either like pretty much have their home paid off or close to paid off.
70%.
I'm pretty
Wow. How
sure.
do
I
I
will
get to
fact
be in
check
that
myself.
70%?
um,
That's fascinating.
yeah,
I
I'll
need to
double.
meet those people.
Yeah, right. Well, because rates got so low, 3%, people refinancing and putting that equity back in. Um, it said in 2022, nearly 40% of US homeowners own their homes outright, but that was t- almost 3 years ago. So I'm sure that number is higher.
Three
But I'll
years
look it
ago.
up. Yeah, I'll look it up because I saw it somewhere. But yeah, so that guy Nick, I've seen his videos before. You're talking about the reventure guy.
Yeah.
He's been preaching doom and gloom for years. He's been saying the market's going to crash for years, and a lot of people are saying that, even in our market. But as far as inventory goes, this is my perspective and just kind of what I've been seeing is that the your door is that
I
people
got a package.
okay, people are the listings are stacking up. So they've been sitting on the market for 2 months, and so more and more homes are coming on the market. And I have like I'll have to pull this up. Hold on. Cuz I want to see how many homes are on the market today. So we've got active, and we're going Colorado Springs. So right now it says 3,653 matches, but that's kind of like will include like Pueblo and all these other places. If we just go to, I'll just share my screen real quick since we're talking about this. Okay. All right. So that's the back end on the MLS. This is where everybody puts their listings. This is how Zillow gets their information because we're all putting our stuff in here. So I'm just doing all the active homes, 3,653 there, and the city is Colorado Springs. That brings it down to 2,100. That's still not enough inventory, at least in the Springs, to meet the demand. So sometimes this will let me do a quick CMA, but it's not. But I'll run the numbers, but right now we're sitting at about 2 months of inventory. I believe that more homes are coming on the market. They're sitting longer. The only ones that are really going are the ones that are, you know, done really well in a great neighborhood. The house is really good. Those are the ones that people are willing to, pay for. The rest of the stuff, it's kind of outdated, maybe a little bit overpriced for the current market. And so I think in January, as people are coming back out to continue buying homes, it's gonna it's it's gonna reduce that inventory, right?
Yeah.
Um, so it's hard to know for sure what's going to happen. I don't think that that's going to happen where, I mean, I would love that to happen. Like, I would really love to get my buyers into something that they actually like, move in ready, that they're proud of, that they love. Um, so I don't know. I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
I didn't really think that was going to happen either. People, you know, like you said, people have been, or there's some, with the doom and gloom for quite a while and hoping that things were going to crash. And I don't think that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But we will see. We never know, really. I
Yeah.
wish that I
Cause
did know, because then we'd have a lot more money.
so um, I keep an eye on the inventory. I keep an eye on foreclosures and all that stuff. We're still like historically low. Like, it takes like what, a year and a half to go through that whole foreclosure process. And unless you bought in like at the height of the market or during COVID when you overspent, um, you're probably gonna at least break it even or come to the table with something. People are starting. We are seeing a lot more short sales, but even the short sales, they're still selling, and the banks are
Yeah.
taking and they're closing. So I think it would be. I mean, we'd have to have a huge uh, Rob Thompson, you know who Rob Thompson, and he's like, we
Yeah.
gotta have a huge black swan event for this to really make a difference. I hope that prices come down because it's tough. We're not having as many home sales as we do, and people just can't afford the homes. But that's my take on it.
Yeah.
I've also
Yeah.
read that the median home price in Colorado Springs within 10 years is going to be $1 million.
I know. I was telling people that statistic the other day, and everyone was shocked.
Yeah, I
Like,
I had to look it up again to make sure it's like on realtor.com. So you guys can look it up, and I will do a video about this. I'm working on it now actually. That goes over, you know, what Springs is going to look like. There were 10 different markets that the median home price, they were saying like they're affordable, let's see, now, but in the next 5 or 10 years, it's even going to go up to 750 and then eventually 1
that's so
million for,
crazy.
yeah.
So,
So,
anyways, King's Deer.
King's Deer. um okay, so do you want to talk about King's Deer a little bit?
Yeah, so King's Deer is located in like north of Colorado Springs in like the Monument area. It is on the, what is it, the west side of I-25, so it doesn't directly back up to the mountains, but it is in trees. The, part of it is in the trees. And it's on a, King's Deer's on a big golf course out there. So it's a big golf course community, which is really, it's really really nice over there, and it has really nice views. The homes are huge, and they're spaced out. I mean, you have a lot of space between your neighbors in that area.
Yeah, a lot of people like that, especially now that we're getting so big. People want to just move where they can have not the neighbor right there, the dogs barking, all that stuff. My clients know. They're like, "Oh yeah, we know how much you hate the dogs barking."
Yeah, yeah, you do not, you're not a fan. The only thing though, like, you do have all that space, but there's no fences or anything like that, so it's just open land.
Yeah, you
So
can
you have to
still
think
see
about that with
them.
animals, but you still see them.
Um, so I spoke with an owner down in the Broadmoor, and she said that she has that electric fence. I don't know how reliable. Um, this is saying browser needs screen sharing permission. Okay. I'm not sure
Uh-oh.
what that means. Hopefully people can see what I'm looking at.
I can see it.
Okay. Um, okay, so yeah, but have you tried those? Do you know a lot? I'm not a dog person, so I don't know if those work.
Yeah, actually, when I lived in Black Forest, we had one, and I actually have it at my current house now too, to keep my dog off the fence, and he definitely doesn't go near the fence.
Oh, okay.
So it is pretty reliable. I mean, they're designed basically, yeah. The dogs like will not go. They learn where their boundary is, and then they don't go past that. But it still would be kind of, I don't know,
Risky.
risky. I think it's nerve wracking because they ultimately could go over it, but I mean they can go over a fence too. So
It's true if they jump high enough.
yeah.
Um, okay, so I'm gonna bring this little guy and see if we can see what the homes look like. And some of them have trees, some of them have these little baby trees. If you just plant around them, a lot of people like to do that to block the wind, is just
Hmm.
plant these big giant trees. I think how much do you think a tree costs? Like 5 to 10 grand to plant it?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know if I've ever planted a tree.
I think someone told me that. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But so this is just a nice area. It's tucked away. You've got these nice big 3-car garage homes, usually like, 45 to 500, 5,000, 4,500 to 5,000 square feet. So plenty of space, lots of privacy, and it's quiet. There's not a lot, there's not much traffic going through there, so it's kind of nice. It's peaceful.
Yeah, sometimes I actually like to take this way from my house to get to the interstate, because it is a nice drive. And the what is it, County Line Road? Is it County Line Road that goes through it? And it's kind of a hilly drive, but it's really pretty and it's quiet and there's nobody around, and it's just like I like to look at all the houses and the view and stuff, and the golf
Yeah.
course.
Is that why they call it roller coaster road?
Um, yes, except for that's not Roller Coaster Road. Roller Coaster Road is in
Further.
for like the like Fox, kind of by Fox Run Park. It's in Black Forest, but yeah, that is why, because it goes like that. There's a lot of ups and downs. The kids think it's fun to drive on that.
Yeah. You get a little bit of a mountain, but it's not like big. Like if you were to go on into Northgate, you can really see the views, but you'll see them, but it's not like super huge. You're really
Yeah,
just
they're
moving out here for privacy, acreage, and
golf.
the golf course.
Yeah.
All right. So, we there's a soccer field over here. There's tons of trails, just typical for Colorado Springs. Anywhere you go, there's going to be trails. The roads are paved, so you're not going to have to worry about getting dirt all over your car, having to wash it every time you leave the house during winter or even in the summer. So, I like that the roads are paved. People ask, if you need a four-wheeler or some type of all-wheel drive. I like having an all-wheel drive in Colorado Springs. I used to drive a little sedan and it would get stuck in the snow. So if there was like 6 inches of snow, then I would get stuck. And I like to be able to see everything while I'm driving. So a lot of people have SUVs out here, but it's not required.
Yeah, I used to have a little a little sedan that was just front wheel drive, and it was better in the snow than
Mhm.
I can't even say this, rear wheel. You'll get stuck immediately, but it's still not the same. And then now that I have my Forerunner, I love to drive in the snow. That thing is so reliable. I don't worry about it at all.
Yeah. Um, so obviously, like, here's Prairie Winds Elementary. It's probably a 5-star school. Um, the closer you come over here, the more trees you get. This is like an older area. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much, look at all this space.
Yeah, and it's really close to the interstate. So it's easy access to get on to I-25. And then it's close to obviously Monument, Colorado Springs, and then Castle Rock too. So for things to do, I mean, Castle Rock has the outlet malls, and they have a really cute little downtown and good restaurants. Same with Manitou or Monument.
Yeah, so you have all the shops over here,
Hmm.
all the restaurants. So within like 10 minutes. You got the lake, the Monument Lake. That one is not. Um, but you can go paddleboarding. I mean, it's just a real like Someone asked me if you can go skiing on Mount Herman,
What?
and you
No.
cannot. You might, I don't know if you can go sledding, but yeah, you're gonna have to probably go to Denver for any type of skiing, or to the resorts for that. But yeah, look at all
See.
these hiking trails. I mean,
Yeah,
this is
there's
pretty.
not any skiing in Colorado Springs. There used to be a ski hill at the Broadmoor, but that's been closed for like, I don't know, like 30 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So giant mountain over here to the west, and then you got I-25, um, and that's pretty much it for the area. I'm trying to think of what else.
And the school district is the Monument School District, 38. I believe that's correct, right?
Palmer, yeah,
Palmer, yeah,
Palmer
Palmer
Lewis.
School. Yeah, I'm like, Monument, that doesn't sound right. District 38. So we've talked about that a few times. That is a school district that people really like. They have really good test scores. Parents seem to really like it. Students seem to really enjoy the schools and the sports there.
Yeah, highly rated schools. Um, Monument is becoming like one of the most popular neighborhoods to move to, and I hope that it doesn't get so packed and where it gets busy. Like people are trying to move away from all these bigger cities. This is quieter right now, but still you'll have the larger lots, and so hopefully that'll keep it still a little bit more private and peaceful. Um, as far as with the types of homes that you can get out here, um, so just real quick to recap, we've got it's just right above Black Forest, or north of Black Forest. So, and then in comparing to Colorado Springs, you've got Monument here, and then you have Larkspur, and you're going north, Castle Rock, and then Denver area. And then the further south you go, that's where you get into the Springs. So, like downtown Colorado Springs, how far do you think that is? Like 20
20
minutes?
minutes, yeah, 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah, it used to be 15, but now it's like
Everything used to
everything's
be
far.
15, not anymore.
Yeah. All
Unless
right.
it's snowy. I mean, if it's snowy, that area of the interstate gets pretty bad.
Yeah, then you should just stay home.
Just stay home. Yeah, just stay home.
We've been getting a lot of like horrible, horrible car accidents. I think someone passed away. Was it last week or the last snowstorm up here?
Yeah, but and it was in that area.
The roads were so bad.
So bad. It's
Um,
scary. Yeah, that's just stay home.
yeah. Price point, you're looking at, 1 million plus up to, 3 million. So this looks nice. Let's just take a look at this house. 10 days on the market. Um, Let me see if I can make this bigger. It's kind of fuzzy, but um yeah, I mean,
Ooh,
gorgeous.
yeah.
Nice big windows.
It's really pretty. Where's the rest of the garage?
That's what I was wondering. It might be at the end of the pictures.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to make this smaller cuz it's super fuzzy. A little bit outdated,
Yeah,
but
look, I
still
can
really
got the
pretty.
black appliances and everything. It still looks really nice though. And you can tell those are good cabinets.
Yeah. Some of these
The
have, like the custom stuff.
the
Um
windows. Oh man,
I love a good house with big windows that lets a lot of sun in.
me too. I love natural light so much. Ooh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I just like a more modern. If I'm gonna spend that much money, it's got to be a little more updated, I think. But, looking at some of these houses, you can get like a newer house for 1.5. How much was this one? I think around the same. That's a little more updated. I'll compare like price per square foot. Is that a walkout? I love that. Is that the water? Maybe that's why. If this is by the water, it's going to cost more, obviously.
Yeah, I mean it's a little outdated, but it looks like it was taken care. Ooh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. You can feel like you're on vacation every day.
Yeah,
Oh, there's no water. That
it's just the snow.
it's just yeah, you're gonna have to own a snowplow. I don't know if we talked about this in a previous video, but you're gonna have to own one of those ones that you sit on and drive.
Yeah, we've talked about it a little bit, and that definitely is needed out there. Where's the garage?
I don't know. It might be on the side. I have a hard time believing this is just a one car garage, but
Yeah,
we'll
there's
look.
no way. I feel like it has to be on the side.
Yeah, built in 1999. Six bedrooms, three bathrooms, a partial bath. Where's the garage? Am I not seeing it? Let me see.
I can't see it.
Okay, so it says three. So it's
Okay,
either,
so it's
yeah,
got to
it's
be
in
on the
there.
side then.
So, 1.1. So that's actually a good price for that area. What do you think?
Yeah, I think like what you were saying, like more like the 1.5, then you'll get a little more updated. But I think that that's price fair for the condition it's in, and it looks like it's in really good condition. It just has some older finishes.
Yeah. So this one's 1.6. It's under contract, but my eyes immediately went there because of the size of the house, the garages. Like I like this. I like this look. But it was on the market quite a bit.
Oh yeah, look at that one. Ooh,
Oh, I like that.
oh yeah.
Got your own little golf course out here.
I've found since we've been doing these, I just need $2 million
Yeah.
for a home,
They
and then
a
I'll.
lot of them have those big giant bathtubs in there too.
So in Colorado Springs area, I would be content with a $2 million home.
Yeah, but you'll be on like at least an acre, if not
Yeah,
more.
I need to get that money. Ooh,
Yes.
I
Oh,
like the
that's a hot
ooh.
tub. Okay, so I was talking to my buyer about the hot tub. She's not a hot tub person, and I, I think I would be if I lived
I
out there.
I was actually just gonna bring it up. I have some friends that were so excited that they got a house that has a hot tub, and now they're like, take this thing away because it's just nothing but trouble. I
You just
mean,
sit in it all day.
well, no, it's just like the maintenance on it. It's there's like
Oh,
always problems with it, and it's nice sometimes, but then it's not reliable like to be working, and they're constantly having to have
oh,
someone repair it. So they're like, you know what? I think that we're good without a hot tub.
yeah. I'm noticing that a lot too. One of my sellers was like, "Well, the hot tub is not staying," and the buyer was like, "Good, because we don't want it."
Thank goodness we don't want the upkeep. We'll just go to the gym.
Yeah. So, let's look at the average days on market. Um, these are all the homes that have been sold and active. So there's 9 homes that are active ranging from 1.1 to 3.3, and the days on market are brutal. I mean, look, these used to go pretty quickly. So these will probably go down in price just because people aren't paying full price for these, and I'll show you that here in a second. What they are paying, but 230 days on market, built in 95, so probably, older unless they did some updates. So of all the active ones, we're looking at, 4 to 6 bedrooms, right? Um, 8 bathrooms. Wow.
8 bathrooms? That's a
built
lot of
built
bathrooms to
this year
clean.
too, so it's probably really nice. 10,000 square feet. That is massive.
Dang, how do you need 8 bath? That's a lot of bathrooms to clean.
Well, I'm sure you hire someone to do it.
That's true.
So these are all the sold listings. Um, so sold is like 88.9% after 2 days on the market. Interesting. They must have been motivated. Maybe it was a cash deal. And then 104% is the max that they got after 134 days on the market. Someone must have really wanted it. Um, but usually around 97, 98%. So you're getting a deal on these homes, a deal. Like I said, everything's relative when it comes to pricing. So yeah, about 2 months on the market in this area is about average.
Nice.
All right. So we talked about the schools, we talked about the weather. I think
I
we
think
pretty
we
much hit everything.
I think so.
So if you're looking for a house in the area, please give us a call. The links will be posted. Do you have anything to add?
Just that it's Iris's birthday this weekend, so wish her happy
Oh,
birthday.
thank you. I'll be 42.
42. You don't look like you're 42.
That's what a lot of
You're,
people say.
Anna, you're so glowy.
It's because I'm
Good
half
good
Korean.
for
That's
you,
why.
girl.
Thank you. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next week.
All right, see you next week.
Okay.
Is it on?